Well, here we are. It's a little bit after 8. It's 8:30. We're gonna hike up the Wallace Lake. Maybe the wind's really blowing. My plan is to take the trail up to the upper falls and the viewpoint, and then take the upper grade to the lake. Maybe go to J Lake, depending on how I feel, and then take the Greg Ball Trail back down to here. Well, this is shaping up to be an interesting hike. The wind is really blowing, so I think we'll probably have the trail to ourselves anyway. Hopefully a tree doesn't fall on us. So there's Mount Persis and Mount Index and stuff. Wow. They said 35-mile-an-hour gusts. I don't know, that seems like more than 35. Maybe this one said a good idea to come up here today, but I'm here now. I think most things about this tree will fall on my head and I'll die, so whatever. There's no wind here in the woods. That's pretty nice. I made the right choice to continue on. I've made it to this first bridge. It's pretty here. It's second growth though. I don't know why these state parks insist they have old growth when they don't. A lot of state parks say there's old growth when there isn't. I don't know why they do that. It's not old growth. It's second growth. It's nice though. I've made it to the lower falls, and there's the upper falls, and this is pretty cool. It's 10:40 and at last I've made it to the upper falls. Pretty cool. Now I'm going to go to Wallace Lake. I'm on the trail above the waterfall. It's very well marked. Right when you first leave the waterfall, it's really rough. I think that's to discourage tourists from continuing. But now it's a nice trail. I didn't find anything about this trail's existence on the internet, but I saw there was an old road that went this way, and I thought I'd try to find it. But I didn't have to find it because it's actually an established trail. So I'm going to go up this to the lake and then down the Ball Trail back to the car. I've seen 2 people so far. Hopefully I won't see anybody else now between here and the lake. 2 people I saw have already turned back. I've made it up to the old road and now I'm out of the park, so Patches can be free. It's really hard having her on a leash. So now we get a little bit of freedom to just wander outside of the state park. I always feel like an intruder when I'm in a state park. They just have a way of making me feel like I'm intruding. I feel more at home just about anywhere other than a state park or a national park. I'm passing through an active logging operation here on DNR land. Gotta love the DNR. Department of Nothing Remaining. Log, 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 and then charge us to access our own land. I really can't think of a worse land manager than the DNR. And they don't even honor disabled people with access passes. Nope. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. Gotta be a veteran to get a disabled pass to go on DNR land. Just look how desperate the DNR is getting. Look at the size of these trees. That's ridiculous. Cutting stuff this small. Guess they'll make a wafer board out of it. Biomass. DNR is pretty disgusting. I'm just about off of DNR land and back onto state park land. The way to the lake is really, really well marked. Signs everywhere. A fourth of a mile to the lake according to this, but the last two signs I passed said less, so we'll see. Anyway, getting close now. And it's about 11:45. And I guess I do have to be out of here by dark because I think the state park closes at dusk. So I do actually have a little bit of time pressure on this hike. Well, I've arrived at the lake and there was a sign back somewhere for camping, which I don't know, it didn't seem like much of a trailer anyway or anything. So I'm gonna go around here to look for something I've heard about called Pebble Beach. It's supposed to be a little bit nicer place for lunch than here. It's 1 o'clock. I've had my lunch break here, and I'm gonna try heading on into J Lake. The sign says 1 mile. I gotta hike kind of fast because I know I gotta be out of this park by dark, and I think it's 4 miles back to the trailer from here. So that's a couple hours, and then an hour up to J Lake and back because I hike slow. That's 3 hours. So yeah, I actually don't have to hike fast. I just have to not stop and spend all of my time taking pictures. The way I got to the shore on Wallace Lake, which is a really nice shore, is just by walking down this dry stream bed. I'm gonna walk back up it and check out J Lake, even though I've heard it's really not that fantastic. May as well see it while I'm here. Here's a nice old growth stump. How dare these state parks try to claim they have old growth? Who do they think they're kidding? Other than themselves. That's an old growth stump. This is not an old growth forest. I don't care what the state park says. There's some oyster mushrooms, probably the winter oyster. I don't know though, not black. Probably not any good though. I'm at J Lake. It's kind of hard to find any shore or beach or anything to get a view of the lake from. It's a nice little lake though, I like it. And the trail from here to Wallace Lake was kind of pleasant too. Nice and wide and flat. It's 1:15 and I think I'm maybe 6 miles from my car. So even though I really, really don't want to go back, I will because it's going to be dark in 3.5 hours. This is the trail from J Lake to Wallace Lake. I kind of like it. I'm not sure why. Well, there's a lot of conchs. Maybe that's why. Okay, it's 2 o'clock and I am 5 miles from my car. I got 2.5 hours to go 5 miles, so no problem. It's all downhill too. That'll make it easy. Might even have time to take some more pictures. I could take the old railroad grade and make it a 6.6. It might be an easier 6.6 because it's on a road. But I'll go ahead and take the trail because I already took a road up here. So, back down to the trailhead via the Woody Trail. I seem to have taken a wrong turn somewhere trying to get down the Woody Trail. Ha! Oh goody. Anyway, I got to see a new beach. Maybe this is Pebble Beach, I don't know. There's picnic tables and an outhouse and stuff here, and I didn't see this stuff on the way in. So I got to see something new, but I'll feel a little bit better when I find my way back to the trail. Of course, if all else fails, I can just walk down the road. This is just a little bit confusing. I mean, where... Is this the trail here? I don't know what's going on here. If there's a bridge over here, then this would be the trail. But I don't think there's going to be a bridge here. I'm not exactly sure what the hell's going on here. Thought I was following the route for the woody trail, but seemed to be quite a bit off course. Okay, back the way we came. I'm gonna go back to the sign that said 5.6 miles. I have a feeling it's a case of it really wasn't clear which way the arrow pointed. I noticed a lot of these signs up here, the arrow doesn't really actually point exactly the way you want to go. But on the way up I had the course well plotted out, because for all I knew it'd be brush crashing. So it didn't matter that the arrows are a little wonky up here. But on the way down I thought it'd be really straightforward, just following an established trail. So the wonky arrow caught me. I'm going to go back and follow the route that says 6.7 down the railroad grade trail, because I think the woody trail is actually going to connect there. And if it doesn't, I'll just walk down the road. Doesn't really matter. Okay, that was just silly on my part. I wandered into the campground. Ha! So here I am, leaving the state park again. Good, that means patches can be free again. 5 miles to the trail, to my car I mean, and it's 2:20. Okay, Patches, you're free now. Some goddamn trail runner came running up behind me and just frightened me out of my skin. Ugh. I'm so tired though, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to recover. Really could have done without that though. Well, crap, I know where I am and it's not where I want to be. I just flat missed where the Great Bald Trail leaves Wallace Lake. So I'm on this DNR road, and eventually this will curve around and intersect the Ball Road, so then I'll take it down. It's gonna be a long day though. I'm looking at maybe a 14-mile day now. It's funny, the trail is so well marked, so many signs, but the arrows are just a little bit goofy. The way the arrows point are just a little bit goofy. I should have gone right down the road where there was that intersection that said Old Railroad Grade 6.7 miles and Greg Ball Trail 5-point-something miles. I should have turned right there. But the arrows I thought were pointing to the left, so I went to the left and I'm taking a tour. So I'm not going to be out of here before dark, and I don't give a shit if I'm out before dark. The only issue is my car's parked at a state park, so the rangers might be mad at me. So be it. I got my headlamp and spare batteries and my GPS and extra food and all that good stuff. Perfectly prepared to hike in the dark. The only issue is where my car is parked, in the state park. There's the Great Ball Trail, and I should have been coming down that trail, but missed my turn. Anyway, this is a spot where the road normally intersects the Great Ball Trail, and even if you're on the trail, you have to walk down the road here. So I'm basically back where I need to be, and maybe it wasn't too long of a detour. I mean, the trail is definitely a more direct route than the road. But I'm still a ways down the trail now, so maybe I'll make it out before dark. Let's see, it's 10 minutes to 3. There might be a sign up here that says how far I have to go. What do you think, Patches? You're doing good for an old dog. 72 years old. Yep. Patches is 72. Okay, so if I take the DNR roads, I'm 5.9 miles from where I need to be. Okay. And there's a sign up here for the Great Ball Trail. Hopefully it's going to tell me a lot less miles. Okay, on the trail I intended to be on 4.2 miles via Old Railroad Grade, which I don't even understand, but I guess that's down here. And 3.4 miles via the Woody Trail. 10 minutes to 3. I got an hour and a half till sunset. 3.4 miles to the car if I go the right way. Looking good. It's 3:45 and I am so tired and my feet hurt. And I really want to take a caffeine break. And Patches, though, is just pulling me down the trail. She doesn't seem to be tired. Oh my God, is she pulling me? Anyway, we're just about done here. Looks like I'm about to intersect with the main trail. It's going to be a 12 or 13 mile day by the time all is said and done. I'll know for sure when I get to my car and save my track log. Good workout. Look at that, there's a bathroom. Something doesn't add up here. 2.5 miles to Wallace Lake, where at the start of the trail it says something like 5.6 miles to Wallace Lake. Something's not making much sense to me. Oh, whoops. Sideways videos don't work. Start over. This doesn't make sense to me. It says it's only 2.5 miles to Wallace Lake from here, but when I was at Wallace Lake, it said it was 5.6 miles from Wallace Lake to here. Unless it's another couple miles to the trailhead from here. I guess that could be the issue. Oh, geez, if I still got a couple miles to go. I hope not. I'm really tired. There's a picnic table. If I had some water, I would stop and make some tea. Oh, geez. Yeah, I don't think I saw this before. Maybe I'm still on the Greg Ball Trail. Huh. Oh well, I'll get out of here eventually. Well, I made it out at 4:30. Just 15 minutes after sunset, but it was dark in the woods, so I used my headlamp a little bit anyway. Took off my boots, put on my shoes, got the car warmed up. Patches isn't back. I don't know if I'm going to give her hot dogs just yet. I think we're going to make her too thirsty. It might be too much sodium for one day for her to have 3 pounds of hot dogs. So I'm going to drive back to my mother's condo now. So thanks for watching. It ended up being just slightly over 13 miles for us today. I think that might be the longest hike we've done this year. Sure feels like it.